Yeah, how about it? I mean, there was the possibility of maybe a primary challenge from the right next year, but other than that, this really was a safe seat, a seat that Portman will now hold for 2 more years, no more after that. After 30 years in public service, the past decade in the Senate, Ohio's Rob Portman announcing it is time to step back. This is a tough time to be in public service, he wrote. We live in an increasingly polarized country where members of both parties are being pushed further to the right or further to the left. And that means too few people are actively looking to find common ground. The 65-year-old Portman grew up in Cincinnati and went on to work in Washington, winning a special election to Congress in 1993 and serving in the Bush administration before winning Ohio's Senate seat in 2010. Just 2 years later, he found himself on Republican presidential nominee Mitt Romney's shortlist for vice president. Portman is a moderate Republican in a party and state trending further right. He did not vote to convict President Trump in his first impeachment trial last year. News 5 political analyst Tom Sutton wonders, now free of re-election concerns, how will he vote this time?
That remains to be seen, but I think it'd be quite interesting to see where his conscience leads him now that the political side of his equation is no longer present.
The open seat next year will create no shortage of hopefuls. Some potential Republican names include Congressman Jim Jordan, former Congressman Jim Renacci, who had been eyeing a primary challenge of Governor Mike DeWine, former State Treasurer Josh Mandel, and current row office holders like Dave Yost and Frank LaRose. Sutton says a name that factors into that primary is one Donald Trump.
Will he be in the spotlight to organize factions across the country in midterm elections? If so, it'll very much tip the balance towards anyone who's seen as a strong Trump supporter. If Trump's not on the stage, it may be a little more difficult to keep that going.
And again, no one has officially announced. That's one of the reasons why Portman said he wanted to put it out there 2 years in advance to give those thinking about running that opportunity to build up their campaign.
All right, John, so what about the Democrats who might be eyeing this seat?
Yeah, we have a couple of names out there, possibly Dayton Mayor Nan Whaley, Northeast Ohio Congressman Tim Ryan, two of the names that, by the way, have been mentioned as possible challengers to Governor Mike DeWine next year. So that's going to be interesting. One name that says she is not interested is former State Senator Nina Turner. She remains focused on running for the 11th congressional seat, the seat of Marcia Fudge, that would be vacant once she is confirmed as Housing and Urban Development Secretary.
All right, John Kosick, thank you so much. We'll see how it all plays out over time.